No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the...
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The run to the left.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds a man on the right. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The Volunteers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. He's got an open man.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tennessee. They put the first points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose on the right. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going right and going deep. Makes the grab at the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
You get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Luck. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the ball's in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. Makes the grab on the left. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Just keeps slinging it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think the 2 earlier interceptions has rattled this quarterback a little bit. He's just not playing with a lot of confidence. He tried to complete that last throw off of his back leg. Of course, we know when you try to do that, your accuracy goes way down. This quarterback needs to get himself settled.
Throws to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Off play action on 1st down. Back open in the middle. stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Sets up the screen. Past the 45. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires on the run. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Slips through the line. Teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Turns on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
When he's a 2-minute offense, when you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Got his man downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early.
There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but I've got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's got him. Quick step and go. And he'll
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Finds his big tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the point after is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? one more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man to the left. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Tennessee. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here comes the Texas offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Flips it out on the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played...
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
It's on target and complete.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Got him downfield.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on the replay.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Punch it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. On target. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough for that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it.
Breaks into the open. Pass to Tech. Touchdown ball! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires to the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Made a defender miss. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
I don't know about this decision. Tie game, fourth quarter, they're lining up for an onside kick. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Retrieves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He's out past the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quickly complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Finds his tight end. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This for the lead and very likely the win. instantaneous combustion of a celebration of the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And with a single second left, a field goal attempt to try to get another chance in overtime. And everything all lined up. Got a good snap, good hold, good kick, but not quite far enough. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.